Hello YouTube, and welcome to Raw Reality Trucking. I want to say hello, and hope everyone is enjoying this beautiful day. Well, I wanted to kind of put a little journey to what I've been doing and what I've been attempting to do while starting a new business. As fate would have it, and as God has given me grace to do so, I tell you what, it was time. I wanted to do my own thing. I did a whole lot of corporate work for the last 29 years, and my family has always been entrepreneurs, from the country, from home builders to restaurateurs. Everybody, it's in the blood, and for whatever reason, I have always had that little burning in my belly, wanting to be my own business. And finally things happened, and I stepped away from my corporate job from 28 years and 8 months and started a trucking company. But I wanted to do it the right way. I wanted to make sure that I put all my business knowledge that I've gained over the last 28 years to do things the right way. And so far, it's working out really well. I haven't done anything yet. I do want to tell you, I went through the first part, and that's just making the decision. You know, you got to make the decision of what you're going to do and when you're going to do it. And I tell you what, I listened to enough Steve Harvey, I listened to enough T.D. Jakes to know that you got to take a leap. And as T.D. Jakes would say, you have to get out of the eagle's nest, because you can get comfortable. You can get very comfortable making money. I mean, I made good money, you know. It was a milestone for me from many years ago when I hit triple digits. I thought I had arrived in the corporate world, and life was great, and it took care of me. The company I worked for, I spent 28 years, blood, sweat, some tears, giving my all, developing myself, developing the people that I led, becoming a leader in the company. It was a great opportunity, and I appreciated it. However, the nest had to be stirred up. And so I'm thankful for that. You know, and it's hard. Everybody has relationships are very hard to break away from. And your job is your family. It's people that you worked for many years. They've done so much for you. You've done so much for them. You've been in the trenches. It's almost militaristic, to where people in the military develop a bond and they might spend 1 year together. And it's nothing to that level or extent of how tough it can be. But when you're with a group or a family for 28 years, it's hard to walk away. And I commend everybody that's been doing that. I always thought, I said, you know what, I'm gonna retire from this company. But you know, you really can't sit there and you just don't know what's in front of you. But I'm thankful I move it on. So I decided to start a trucking company. I wanted to pick a business that was gonna stay relevant. I wanted to pick a business that my hands and my ethic and my hard work determined the outcome. Not what somebody above me thought or their opinion, not what other people misconstrued, just pure my hard work. I'm a country boy, raised in the country and in Grimes County, and I tell you what, from outhouse to penthouse, been there, done that. And I'm appreciative, but I never lost my roots of what I've done, what I've been through, how I was raised, and always being able to work with my hands. Even in the corporate world, I worked with my hands. And I tried to teach the young men and women that came in under my leadership to work with your hands and also invest in yourself. If you're going to invest in people, you have to invest in yourself. And so I took that opportunity to make the leap away from the career corporate world, and I decided, okay, what business am I going to be in? I wanted to have a trucking company. I wanted a business, an ownership that I could provide other jobs to other people for. I wanted to be in a position to create jobs. And I think this is something that we can do. We as a people can help create jobs. It doesn't have to be on a scale where we all have millions of dollars in the bank and we're going to create jobs. No, it can be on the scale where you're just going to make someone else's life better. You can lead from any position. I've been teaching that for many years. You can lead from wherever you are. But the best thing about leadership is you have to lead yourself. You have to have confidence in yourself. You have to build a relationship with your abilities and put those abilities to work. Now, it's hard. It's hard getting out on your own and taking a risk. You have to be faithful in your prayer. If you have a prayer life, do that. But you also have to make sure that you have a loving, trusting spouse, companion, or partner who's going to be in your corner. That's so important to have somebody in your corner. If you have the wrong person in your corner, you can't get anything done. I can tell you that right now. Nothing is going to work right for you. And I'm blessed to have someone truly in my corner to make this happen. So, where are we right now? Right now, I'm in a place to where I've formed my LLC. I decided how I wanted my trucking company to be. But since it's a new venture, I wanted to learn it from the ground up. I'm going to do it myself. I'm blessed to where I can do it without having to sacrifice much. But I'm really ready to, so anyway, I formed the LLC, got that taken care of, and now I'm doing some of the heavy lifting. I did all the forms that you need to get your authority. Those have been completed. I got the insurance. I went ahead and got the broker's authority as well as the driver authority, motor carrier authority. I'm waiting on those to come in. I just filed those Friday. I filed my LLC on Thursday. I filed my EIC just today. Got the UCF completed. Oh my goodness, the calls that you start getting as soon as you click the file the LLC, the phone starts ringing. Get ready. The calls you get once you get your DOT number and get the authority started, get ready. So I put $600, $300 for the broker, $300 for the carrier authority. I spent $60 for the UCF, I believe it was, and also I went out and bought a truck. I've been driving trucks a lot in my young life, trucks, tractors, and everything else. I haven't owned a truck in my adult life. But I went out and got a truck that I'm very happy with. I think it's going to do the job. I tried to look at a lot of videos to make a determination what was the best truck to buy. And I'm going to do a review of the truck. I want to make that part of my channel as well. I have a couple other channels and I do some reviews there as well. But when I thought of the name, this name came to me really when I was doing another channel. Choosing a name has to be something that that's really going to speak to you. It might not speak to everybody, but my channel called Raw Reality Trucking, because that's how I live my life. Raw reality. I don't like putting no airs on. I don't like BSing people. I like to tell it like it is. And so anyway, today I just picked up my truck. It's I'll share that later. And I better learn how to drive this dually. There's no shortcut corners there. So anyway, this is just the first initial video of the trucking. I do want to give some shout outs to those guys out there, Manny Trucking. I tell you one that really, really helped me. And man, I'm so appreciative of you making those videos and putting them out there, going through your day and putting a journey on there. And that is Rocket Ship. And I tell you what, I really appreciate your videos because you kept it raw and real, and that's the way. Hey, that's the way I like to do it too. And so thank you so much, Rocket Ship, for putting your videos out. Keep the content coming, because I'm going to keep looking at it. So also, your average day trucker, I just started listening to you. Man, I tell you what, 11 trucks, you're an inspiration. and your story should be told. So a good shout out, and of course everybody knows. Got to see Toe Piglet. I think he might be the largest YouTuber I've seen or come across, and he shared some good information as well, and currently still does. So those 4 people, thank you so much for the content you're putting out. There's many people in the world, and everybody wants to hear what you got to say. And continue the good work, because what you did helped me. Because these days you can't go out to you can't go to the bookstore and do a lot of reading. There's not a lot of trade magazines. But what you do is you give people like myself confidence to go out and do it. And you share your knowledge. And that's what builds confidence, is when you share your knowledge, man. You guys sharing that knowledge inspires a lot of people. I hope a lot of people come out here and do this. I haven't made a dime. I've spent much, but I hadn't made a dime yet. I did get my insurance today. I think my broker took it through Progressive. He quoted me a policy of, I went ahead and got the full coverage on the truck, everything. And so it was $15,246. It should be better than that, because I went ahead and got my ELD device, and they're going to give me like $480 of credit. So it should be sub 11,800 and something total. I was a little bummed out because you couldn't, unless you didn't get a discount from Progressive, unless you actually paid the full amount for the year. Otherwise, it was just payment plans. And I was like, well, that's, I like to get, with my home insurance and stuff over the time, or car insurance, we always just paid them all together and got that huge discount. You save up and just pay that, take that hickey at one time and save yourself $1,200. I don't know if I want to pay that full 14,800 and save 13,000 and then save $2,000. I want to see how this business goes. I need to put that cash somewhere else. You shouldn't burn through all your reserves. So I'm going to do the 16.87%, which is going to be about $2,300, I think it is, and then put that down for my insurance. The truck will be fully covered. I toiled with what should I lease? Should I own? Should I buy old? Should I buy new? Well, one, I never buy new cars, and I've driven nice cars. I love my Genesis. I love that. I'd never buy new. I hadn't bought a new car since I bought a Corolla in '88 and drove it off the showroom floor. That was enough for me with the new stuff. From then on, it's been CPO, certified pre-owned. But anyway, I waited to a little bit, and I took 2 days to get a hold of Enterprise. I finally got a hold to the right people. Thanks, Rocket Ship. Your information was on point. Unfortunately, the lady answered the phone. She said, you know what? We suspended the Hot Shot program because we have 100 people on the waiting list. 100 people? Anyway, there are 100 people on the waiting list. And so they're not going to even open up the program till January 1st. I'm like, okay, I got to go get a truck. So, bless God, I went on out and got a truck. And so I'll cover what truck I got in the next video, give a walk around of the truck. And I can't give you too much of a review, but I think it's a truck everybody knows. Oh man, how could I forget? South Beach Towing.